Thiago Motta has potentially just scored the winner in the cup final here.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome to the Norwegian Cup final day. Today we are going up against Brann for the chance to win that trophy for the third time in the club's history and avenge the result that we've already experienced here in our time in Tromso. It's our second final, but the first one we in fact lost it. If we go back to 2025, was it? Or it was 2027 actually, against Molde. We took quite the hammering in that game, a 4-1 loss. It won't show us the details, but I'm sure we can go and take a look. Not the best performance from us. Doesn't even show us. It shows us the goal scorers if we can look at that actually. On that day, Nordbo was the goal scorer. He's with Brann now actually, so he's going to be. He's probably going to be there, whether he's playing or not, I don't know. But yeah, I remember him actually. He was one of the strikers we were, kind of testing, see how we do. But yeah, we're returning to the Ullevål Stadium today, 28,000-seater stadium. I don't know how many we're bringing down. Where is this? In the capital, Oslo, so that makes sense. However many we're bringing down, I'm not too sure, but it should be a great turnout for an amazing day in the history of Tromso, and you would fancy us to get the win in today's episode. If we're going to take a look at how we've done in this competition before, so we have won it twice, as you can see here, 1986, 1996, runners up in 2012, 2027, and now in 2031, nearly 40 years on, 35 years on exactly, since the last time Tromso won this competition. We can go on and pick up that trophy once again, and Dahl could pick up that trophy. What a moment it would be. It'd be a real full circle moment that we've finally seen that, and it'd be the first trophy we've won in, I don't know how long, maybe like 7 years or 8 years. I think it would be 8 years, yeah. No, not 8 years, it'd be 6 years actually, since 2025. So what a moment it would be, and hopefully we can come away with the result against this Brann team. It will be a tough game. If you go over to the league table, it's probably the best place to start for the bit of the catch up. We did finish the season in 4th place, which has been really, really good. If we take a look at the schedule, where did we end it last time? We're still in 2027 here. If we go over to the where we are at the moment, so it was in the semi-final. No, was it? Wait, it was in the. Oh no, I'm on the wrong season here. We had the semi-final there, and then we had the Norwegian game here. 5 games since then, 4 wins in a row, and then in the final game of the season, we got a 2-0 loss. Luckily, we were saved by the draw for odds. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this 17-year-old for Steinbike, Nyborg, as you can see here, managed to get. He's just turned 18, I think. Managed to get 2 goals, a late equaliser as well, and that kept us in the 4th place spot. So we are guaranteed European football, no matter the result of this game. We were really, really good in our final games of the season, and yeah, that's why we are going through. I don't know what has gone on with these. What is going on here? Are we even on the right season? I don't even know. Oh, because we're on the odds thingy. That's why. There we go. We're back with it. Really, really good in the league. 2 wins there. 2 wins as well in the Conference League. We are qualified for the playoffs, but we're trying to go for that automatic spot. And after this cup final today, we will have the chance to try and do that against Tobyl of Kazakhstan. Yeah, Kazakhstan, one of the countries we could have gone to if they were in Football Manager. They are coming up towards it. It'll be a long travel from all the way in Kazakhstan. I don't know where, but it will be quite far for them to come up. But yeah, we've got we're going to be playing against them after the cup final, and hopefully we can pick up another 3 points to add to the 7 or the 10 we already have actually. In our record in the Conference League is 7, so we've definitely been much more convincing in the Conference League up to this point. So at the moment, we are in some very, very good form, and hopefully we can go and top it off by winning that trophy here in this final. And the final thing I've got to show is Molde have finally been dethroned. Rosenborg have won the league. 22 wins, 6 draws, and 2 losses is the formula to beat Molde finally. 4 points clear as well, very, very convincing, and just behind them, Viking, the team who failed to win it on the very last day of last year. They have finally won the league. Rosenborg, as I said, a very, very good team. They didn't have the best season last year, dropped down to fifth place. It's been a bit of an up-down time for them, but they have finally won it. Is it the first time in their history? Oh no, they're actually one of the leading teams here in the country. I didn't even realise that. I knew they were a very, very good team, but they haven't won the league since 2018. So I think Molde have just kind of had a come up. 26 times winners of the league. I never knew that. 13 times winners of the cup as well. If we take a look at their history, how many times? Molde have only won it 12 times. So yeah, they've just made a come up out of nowhere. I've seen similar situations like that in different countries, so that's interesting. So maybe Rosenborg are coming back for old time's sake. I definitely do like them as a team. Very, very impressive, and they were the only. I think we were the only team who they didn't manage to beat across the two games in this season. So even after that, they still got the win. Very, very impressive, and hopefully our prize is coming through the door for helping them by dropping points for Molde. So that is an amazing result after all these years. We have finally seen Rosenborg win the title. So very, very good time at the moment. No cause for complaints. We've got this cup final against Brann. Let's go straight to that for the chance to win the Norwegian Cup. So the team for the cup final against Brann, we're going to be suited and booted, turning up, ready for the occasion. The team starts with Seitren in goal. We've got a backline of Lasanta, Eduardo, Angelia, Sturgel, Dahl, Pereira, and Conceição in the midfield. We've got Ingelai on the left, Kuto on the right, and Motta up top. Kick off here in this game against Brann. The chance to win our first trophy here in Tromso. I guess you could say not the one that we want, but if it's there up for grabs, we might as well go and take it. But it is Brann who strike first in this game, and they do go on and score in the end, where all the Tromso fans are. We're playing in the black kit today, but it doesn't look like we early on in this game we've got what we want as we go 1-0 down here. We might have to adopt a bit of a cautious mentality. We don't want to let them go 2-0 up early on in this game, but it's poor to concede that early. Brann, good team. We had a preview, as I said, of that cup final when we played them in the league a few games ago. Now a 0-0 draw, so one of the 11 or I don't even know how many 0-0 draws we've had now, but we're growing into this game now, as you can see, building up a little bit of momentum. We still haven't found the goal that we need to tie up this game, though. They have just made a substitute with their goalkeeper. 40 minutes gone in this game, nothing coming apart from that goal. And if that's how it goes into half time, I would be very frustrated, and that is exactly how it's going to look. And in this second half, we have a lot of work to do if we want to take this trophy. It doesn't look like we will if we continue to play like this. Dahl has apparently got a bit of a knock, which would be frustrating. We have got a lot of the momentum though, but Brann find themselves on the attack. Gilia makes the tackling there, he wins the ball back, plays it down the line. Players in gloves today. It must be, what is the temperature saying today in this game? We've got -3 degrees, which is fair enough. It is like December now, so that is understandable. Brann coming on the attack, it's a slip ball through, and that is 2-0. Simple as that, but the offside flag is up. Luckily, on that far side for us, and we need to up our game here. Not the convincing displays we've been putting in recently. We obviously lost the final game of the season, but we should be playing much better than this. The team who played Sandefjord had to win in order to survive, get into the playoff to survive, and they won the playoff, so it makes sense. Mauro Couto, he's put his shot over the bar. You know, fair enough for them winning and us losing, but in this game, when it's even territory, we should be playing much better when we have the chance to win the trophy. Mauro Couto down this left side, we need him to step up. Big gameplay, he plays the ball in, Motta is there, Motta is on the ball, he's trying to play it in, but he can't do anything with it, and he's isolated down this left side, but he finds Conceição, and Conceição plays into Pereira. Dahl is in the middle, Dahl into Ingelai with the shot, and that is 1-1 in the cup final. And Teo Ingelai, he stepped into this team. He's been so good since he's come in, and he's proven why he deserves to be on that left side. 1-1 here in this game. What a huge goal that could be. Now we need to continue to build on this, because as you can see, we have all the momentum in this game, and you'd fancy us to get a late winner here. 70 minutes gone. We might as well keep of the, and Doyle's got a knock. That's frustrating. I don't really want to take him off. We'll bring him off for Gleason. He can play that role very, very well. I think I might bring off Szczegdział. Kornienko has found his motivation once again. He's been struggling with being away from his home country, Ukraine, and stuff like that. But if he can come and be the hero here today, for all the service he's given us, that would be amazing. But it looks like Brann are going to come with this free kick. 5 in the wall. Pereira has made up the middle of it, and it's gone straight through Pereira, and it has been a save. I think it's Pereira anyway, or yeah, it must have been Pereira. Yeah, 168 centimeters. That's quite amusing actually. Why have we put him in the middle of the wall? Whoever's done that is it's an interesting decision, and it could have created the corner. That puts Brann ahead in this game. They find themselves on the ball. Their captain on the ball around the midfield, trying to create something for themselves. Why have we put Pereira in the middle of the wall? I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is quite funny. He's just next to all these guys, and he's just the smallest guy in the middle. Oh, what a day, man! What a day. He's looking very, very tired. We might have to bring him off, but we do have a fully rested team. I think it's been 2 weeks since our final fixture, so a full rested team. But now the Brann player finds themselves through on goal with savers needed, bit of defending needed. Luckily, straight into the hands of the Brann goalkeeper. Lots of work still to be done in this game. It's been a good occasion so far. We may be going to extra time here. I will take it to extra time before I make any changes, and that is what it's done. We do need to save the stoppages if we can. So we have 2 stoppages left with 3 substitutes. So if we can save them, we will do that. I think we take on. I think we bring on. We bring on Majun and leave Conceição on, and then we bring Ramage on at right centre back for Gillier. Still very young, obviously, so we have to be considerate of what we do with him. 95 minutes gone in this game. Will it go to a penalty shootout? Will we have the luck that we did against Bodo Glimt, or will there be another twist in the tail in this game as the first half of extra time produces nothing? You can see how it's been for us. The pass map going absolutely crazy. The boys are starting to tire now. I said we've got a full rested team, but how long can they go? I'm not too sure. We've got no Ennison on the bench. July's injury. We have no Ennison because he's torn his ACL. He's played his final games for the club. It's a shame we can't bring him on. What game it would have been to bring him on. Unfortunately, that is his final game played with us now. He did injure it in training, which is a real shame, because even if we win, he'll still get his medal, but we would have liked to bring him on, especially at this point in the game. We need a player with his experience to come in, but what can you do, really? Hopefully that July injury isn't too bad. Ramage finds himself on the ball. He plays it into the middle to Eduardo. Eduardo over the top. He's tried to play Mauro Couto, and it looks like Mauro Couto could win it. He doesn't in the end, but it will fall to Conceição here, and Conceição might look to try and deliver a ball, and that's what he does. In the middle, Motta is there, and in the 105th minute, Thiago Motta has potentially just scored the winner in the cup final here. What a bullet header that is. Of all people to score a header, you wouldn't expect him to put one away like that. What a header that is, and you would say we deserve it. Mauro Couto's trying to get involved now. He squared a ball, but Motta is not able to get on the end of that. We have 1 change left. Not really too much we can do. I think we bring on Eduardo. Eduardo off for Lyso in that libero role. Give him a few minutes. I hate leaving people out in the cup final. Motta's through again. Thiago Motta could seal the result, but he's just put his chance wide of the post. I hate leaving people out on the cup final day, but Thorstenson has been a good servant for us, and he could get the medal here if we win this game. 5 minutes left here. Are we going to win the Norwegian Cup finally after all the attempts? 1 minute of added time in this game, and the full-time whistle goes. We have won the Norwegian Cup. We've had some amazing results. We beat the reigning champions Lillestrøm in their stadium. We had that famous result against Bodo Glimt. We beat Odds, who knocked us out in the second round a few seasons ago, and finally we have avenged our final result. Dahler's got the trophy in his hands, and Dahler's going to lift the trophy. We have finally done it, our first trophy here in Tromso. We are Norwegian Cup champions. Oh, yeah! So off the back of our victory in the Norwegian Cup final, we're turning our focus to a thing kind of a bit more important. We're playing against Tobyl today up in the Tromsø arena. All them fans coming back will get to witness, hopefully, a win here, which should, I'd like to think, get us into the automatic spots, which would be nice. The team for this game today starts with Satran in goal. We've got a back line of Lasanta, Eduardo and Gilia. Shegjal, Gleeson coming in today, Pereira and Conceição. We've got Dahl playing on this left position because July is injured and we have no Ennison. Kuto on the right and Motta stays up top. Kick off here in this game against Tobyl. It's an early chance from this corner. It's floating around. Mauro Kuto on the edge of the area. We know exactly what he can do from this range, as we saw last episode. He's found Motta with an amazing ball, and Motta has tried to square it, but no one is there in the end, and it goes out for a throw-in on this near side. If we win this game, 13 points on the board, and that would be an amazing start for us. I mean, I don't know if you get like top 8, you play the winners of the playoffs, but if we do, that would be nice, because, you know, they're kind of teams who maybe not as much in form. You know, you can see who the teams are, and you would fancy us to beat these, really. I think the knockouts in any kind of thing or any tournament are a risky thing. I mean, as an England fan going into these knockouts now, you know, it's going to be kind of you're on edge every game, and I feel like when we do go into the knockouts, it will be on edge, and that's why I do have confidence, but I feel like we have to be kind of patient, take every game as it comes. You know, our results have been very varied in the Conference League this year. As you saw, we had losses in the qualifiers, draws, but also some very big wins, and we've been doing well so far in the league phase. We've had some favourable fixtures, probably the way to describe it, but I think if we go in those knockouts and play well, we should have no issue. If we play how we did for example, in the Marseille game, no reason why we shouldn't have an issue in those games, but they will be coming up most likely in the next episode, depending on. I assume we won't play a playoff. We'll have to have some sort of preseason. That's one thing I've got to remember. Make a preseason so we get the sharpness up, because we won't have games. Obviously, our league phase is done now. Our league campaign in the Norway is done. Everything else is done like that. Conceição's got the goal to make it 1-0. It's a lovely finish, and that is 1-0, and we are on track for an automatic spot here. 13 from 15. And we could be without Mauro Couto if that injury is bad on this side. We'll take a look at what it is. He's got back up apparently. Maybe he's just trying to draw the foul, and you know what? Fair enough. We've got no league action for 4 months now. We've got no cup action because we've just won it. If you didn't know that already, if you didn't see the start of this episode, the first like 15 minutes or whatever, Dahl has beaten his man here. Dahl's through on goal, and Dahl has nearly made it 2-0. I thought that had gone straight in. What a run that was from him. Big game player, that's what Dahl is, and he's showing that in this game by doing stuff like that, playing in a unnatural position today, but he can do it very, very well. You know what? I think an advanced playmaker role could suit him very well. He plays a Mazzala, but keeping him higher up with his finishing ability, his strength, kind of a Jude Bellingham-esque profile is what he reminds me of. If we move him higher up, it might work out. 5th place is where we sit at the moment, and we're up there with the favourites for this tournament, and that's exactly what we needed, what I said we needed. But yeah, we need that. We need those games when we go into the knockouts. If we get into the automatic spots now, as you can see, if we win this game, we probably have a very, very big chance, because all of these teams here are not going to win. There will be teams left on 10, as you can see. So some are winning now, going into half time, but some of them won't. I mean, a lot of them have done quite well actually. All of a sudden, all the results have just changed, but. For example, Tobyl, who are one of the teams, we also have a very good goal difference. Not very good, but I don't think we've conceded a goal. We've conceded 1 goal actually in our last game against the Finnish team, Inter, in the last minute off the back of a 4-1 win. I think we have a goal difference of like 6, as that is set. Oh, it's 8 now actually, as Dahl gets our 2nd goal in this game to seal us what should be an automatic spot, and I'm happy to say that. That was always when I used to be with Leicester in the Champions League, one thing that was a big focus for us was always trying to get that playoff spot, the automatic spot. Sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't, and it looks like we could if we get at least. I mean, we've got Fiorentina next, and if we deny them of a point, then we would pretty much be guaranteed. That will be a big game. Obviously, won't be shown, but that will be good for me in terms of. You know, thinking how we plan to play against these teams, you know, the likes of, I mean, we're looking at the top 8 here. All these top 8 teams are really good. Lillestrøm are at the top of that, which is interesting. And Bodo Glimt are here somewhere as well. Where are they? They're top 7 now. So 3 Norwegian teams in the automatic spots. That will definitely do some favours for the coefficient. And Brann as well, actually, because we beat them. They finished 6th. They were nowhere near 6th. They climbed up. If they'd have won, they would have got Europe. But now they don't because they just missed out in the league on the spots, and that spot does go to 5th place, which was odds. In fact, our goal difference does go down a little bit here. We should really be getting more goals against teams like Tobyl. I mean, they've done very well in their league phase, so maybe we shouldn't, but we need to be a bit more convincing. The attack is a bit messed at the moment, but we've been okay. We get the 3 points, and that's what we need in the end of the day. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this whole tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow with your Norwegian Cup champions. Thank you, bye bye.